Hey guys, welcome. Oh, I forgot to put on this light. Hang on, let's see how it looks with this light. Oh, okay. Oh man, it might echo in here. Anyway, I just changed I changed closets. Anyway, I used to be the other closet. But this closet, I don't know. I feel like it's better. Um, but I'm sitting up high. Where in that closet, I'm sitting on the floor. So I don't know. I don't know if I have to lower the way that I'm sitting. Like I had to climb in here. It's fine. I mean, I got a little table here. I even have shelves that I may put up. Anyway, I have drawers over here so I can put the cards in. So it's just keep Avery out of it because she's, you know, pain in the neck. Anyway, first person I have here is Benita. Why is Christopher holding back and stuck when it pertains to me? Okay, let's see. Okay, well, I don't know where you are in the relationship with him, but it looks like undecided. He's holding back because he's got other things going on in his life. He's stepped into his own strength. He's listening to, he's got the divine guidance helping him, and he's happy where he is right now. I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but it's like he's busy, he's distracted, he's doing whatever he's doing, and that's why he's holding back from you. I don't know where you guys are or how often you speak to him, but it looks like he's kind of in another place right now. Um, New me. Does Carl have cancer? Oh boy. I hope he's been to the doctor or he's going to the doctor. Because you know, I always say go to the doctor and go to more than one doctor. I don't think he does. I don't think he does, but he's got to go see a doctor. He's got to hear that from a doctor. Talia, general for tomorrow. You may need to have patience tomorrow. You may feel like everything is kind of frustrating, but yeah, it may be a frustrating day. Feeling like I'm waiting for my ship to come in, feeling like the love has run out, feeling like maybe I should be moving on with my life. It's just a shitty day, or it's just got shitty energy around it. It's nothing terrible, but it's like one of those frustrating days where it feels like nothing's moving forward. So annoying. Or like you can't seem to gain traction. Everything is like one step forward, two steps back. So annoying. Um, New me. When should I see results from the soul tie removal? Did you do a meditation? Sometimes you have to do it a couple of times. Soon, within the next 4 weeks, before the end of the fall. Before the end of the fall. Elizabeth, how is Ryan feeling about us? He feels good. He feels lucky. You got the 10 of Cups heading towards all 10 cups being full. Feels successful. Feels like the relationship is well balanced. Things are good. Ronnie, love for December. You could have a new love interest coming in. New love interest could be an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also have somebody from your past coming back. Haha. And you might be slow to make a decision as to which way you want things to go. Somebody comes in very persistent. Air, well, there's this air sign could be the persistent one. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But somebody from your past is returning as well. And you may have a creative type show up, or you may be doing something creative. There's creativity and a little bit of adventure around love. So there could, who knows, maybe you meet someone new, things start to move forward, somebody from your past comes back, and you have a couple of different options. Good for you. Dylan snoring. You know, it might not be able to get the full effect of Dylan snoring with me in this closet. I like it in here, though. I'm glad I did it. I feel like there's more room. Like, there's more room this way. Sister still blocked. What's he feeling? Well, he's feeling a little bit stuck. Well, here's the Three of Cups. So he's worried about the third party situation. He's genuinely concerned about this situation. Um, he feels a little stuck. He doesn't know what to do. He's got justice in reverse. He feels like he's got bad karma around the situation. Um, yeah. You're not going to stay blocked forever, but I don't like this. I mean, like, what I don't like is, like, his intentions before he even met you, whatever it was, like, he was looking for people, and now he found someone, and now he's kind of afraid. So it's almost like, like, he had he had big balls until he found the person, and now he's kind of backtracking because I think he's scared. And I don't like that. I don't think that you're going to stay blocked forever, but right now, like today, tomorrow, the day after, it might take a little while for him to unblock you, because he doesn't know what to do. He's afraid that he's going to get himself in too deep. But yet, he was out there. You know what I mean? Like, he had to put himself out there in order to meet you. If he didn't put himself out there, he wouldn't be in the situation. So he's got to, like, follow through with it, and that's the problem I'm having with it. It's like he doesn't follow through. Anyway, Talia, how is B feeling towards me? Feels that you're strong, courageous, sincere. Feels that you're well balanced, focused, successful, hardworking, ambitious, and intuitive. Daniela, why is A hiding money from me? He feels like he needs a little bit more control, and he feels out of balance. He's feeling out of balance. He feels like he needs something that he can control. He doesn't feel like he's gotten enough money, and he doesn't feel like he's got enough control over himself or life or whatever. It's a form of control for him. Um, oh, Elizabeth, yes, I do think I skipped you. Was it about work, career, or something? Yeah, love and career next 30 days. I definitely didn't do that one. I saw it though. Love may be moving forward quicker than career. When it comes to career, it's like you may be feeling like I got a long road ahead of me, or I have a long road ahead. But when it comes to love, you're being guided by the divine. The holdup around work could be because of the holidays. So if you're looking for a new job or you're starting a new job, that all may be delayed, not only just because of COVID, but because we have holidays coming up. So that may be why the slowdown is there, but not with love. With love, it looks like no longer feeling burdened by the weight of the world, feeling balanced, feeling unstuck, feeling a little bit passionate. Once we get through the holidays, you could be starting a new job or a new, this is like a new journey with growth and transformation around your career. So maybe later in the 30 days, like closer towards the final week of the 30 days. Sister, is he thinking of me? Yeah, I believe he is. Let's see. He is. Yeah. And he's pretty intuitive. So he may be feeling you thinking about him too. Coco, Kay's energy towards me at the moment. Creative, stable, and quick. If you haven't heard from her, you should be hearing from her soon. Or if you haven't seen her, you could be seeing her soon. There's creativity, something happens quick, and yeah, yeah, the energy is good and fast. So you shouldn't have to wait for anything, which is nice. Nobody wants to wait. Mariana, why am I feeling so nauseous today? Pregnancy symptoms. Well, I get a 33% chance that it could be pregnancy symptoms. So I would go take a test if you feel like you're late or whatever. I would go take a test, but 33% chance is not very high. But if it's late, then I would definitely go take a test. Um, Sister Moon. The other idiot seems to have moved into a new place with his girlfriend. Are they happy and getting more settled? Let's see. See, they have good moments and bad moments. I mean, if I had to rate the relationship on a scale, I would say this is not one of the greater relationships I've read. Like I would say that there are moments where things are good, but overall, it doesn't look like he treats her that good. It looks like she puts up with a lot of shit. I wouldn't say that they're getting more settled or that they're happy. You know, it's bizarre, right? Things are so bizarre when it comes to relationships because more often than not, I see people that are together that aren't happy or they don't have a connection or they're just kind of going through the moments or they're putting on a show for other people and it's not really about the relationship. Also often wonder if like the two people actually even have a relationship. Like when they go home at night, do they talk or is one person in one room and the other person's in another room? And then that's why the relationship lasts because we don't really have anything to do with one another. So I don't really like they don't come off like they're happy, loving in an incredible relationship. And he's been with other people and there's been other nonsense going on. So that kind of confirms that. No, I don't know what his deal is with her. I mean, not so much him because he does what he wants when he wants. I don't think she's very relevant or as relative as she wishes she was. But with him, with her, it's like she just puts up with it. I don't know. It's kind of a disaster. Um, Cece, did Moo tell his friends about me and does he want to date me and something romantic with me? Okay. I don't think he's told his friends yet, but I do think there's more to come from this situation. Yeah. There could be more, yeah, there could be more to happen with this situation for sure. Ronnie, I took a COVID test today. Is it okay? I think you're okay. Yeah, let's see. I think you're okay. I don't know if you know your blood type. I was reading, or I was watching a video. I can't remember. Um, I know that they say type O people. I'm type O positive, but maybe a little bit more resistant to it. And my one of my friends, she was exposed to it, and she had a quarantine for 2 weeks. Um, she's type A, which is supposed to be more susceptible to it, but she's A negative. And I read something about how the negatives are supposed to, if you really want to get into conspiracy theory, which I think is very fascinating, they say that like it dates back to like royalty and to like I don't know, reptilians or something. I don't know. Very interesting. So I sent the video. It was a video that I saw. I sent it to my friend. I was like, "You're an alien." But interesting because they do think that the blood types have something to do with it. I don't know. We got to find out more. But anyhow, if you happen to be a negative blood type, you may be more resistant to it. I think the negatives are more uncommon. Mariana, general for the month. Well, you've got life moving forward quickly with the Knight of Pentacles, and you've got happiness coming out over your life. When it comes to work, school, career, whatever it is you do all day, the hard work that you've put into work, school, whatever, is going to come back to you and pay off. You also may be starting a new journey. Um, you have a water sign around you that may be of significance: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which may make you feel relief. And maybe even a little bit of adventure coming in before the end of the month. Not bad. Cece, did he tell his roommates about us? And will he dunk or in general call or try to visit tonight? Okay, let's see. Did he tell his roommates? I don't think he's told his roommates, but I think that he's going to try to see you sometime this weekend. Yeah, I know the vaccine, and I don't even know how I feel about a vaccine. This whole thing. We're watching one hell of a show here. Well, if you watch people like Ashira Star Goddess, um, Bridget Love Tarot, who else? Aaron Darty. They're all talking about like the vaccine and oh, who else was I watching? Just about all of this shady shit that's been going on. Um, and Bridget is a Vedic astrologer, and I don't know much about Vedic astrology, and I just find her fascinating. First of all, I love the way she talks because she just explains things so like matter of fact and very clear. Um, so check her out if you have interest in, and if she's got a Patreon too, so you could learn Vedic astrology. I think she's amazing. I also like Divine Venus. Yeah, I watch so many people. But there's crazy stuff happening. Mariana, general love. Cece, I think you're going to see him. Yeah, I think that you will see him one of those days. I don't know what's going on in your love life, but you might feel a little disappointed about something. You've got the lovers in reverse, which could indicate a fight or a breakup or some kind of an issue around love, and there's a little bit of sharp energy. Um, Empress is also in reverse, which can indicate issues when it comes to love. Taking time for yourself, rest, relaxation, recharges your batteries, will make you feel better. And you are being guided by the divine when it comes to love. So listen to your intuition. You may find yourself at the right place at the right time, which helps makes things move forward. You've got a new beginning when it comes to love, but you may have to go through some crap before you get there, and you may choose to walk away from something or someone who no longer serves you. If you walk away from this person or this situation, something else will come in pretty quickly. Cece, Love for next week with Moo. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the issue, okay, all right. All right, so here, like here, this is the problem. um, Once you sleep with some, like women tend to think that sex is going to create a relationship, and it doesn't. And men kind of are like the opposite. Like men can have sex and they don't think anything of it. The danger in starting to sleep with somebody before establishing the relationship is that sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to go from sleeping together to being in a relationship because you've already crossed that line. So what's next? You know what I mean? So if he's busy with friends right now, I would pull your energy way back. I wouldn't try reaching out to him again, because if you're not already in an established relationship with him and you're hooking up with him, um, and now he's out with friends, it's like I don't care for that. Once you cross the line and you start sleeping with somebody, it easily becomes friends with benefits if you haven't defined the relationship yet. So I would be careful, and I would definitely have a conversation with him about the relationship and establish it before you sleep with him again, because it can easily turn into friends with benefits. The thing is, in his defense, is that if you guys aren't in a committed relationship and he's out with his friends drinking, then chances are that's what he wants to be doing, being out with his friends, and he doesn't want to be answering messages. So I wouldn't even try to reach out to him tonight, because you know what it's like when you're with your friends or you're doing something and somebody's texting you. You don't want to have that conversation. You don't want to necessarily ignore them either, but you tend to ignore them because you're busy doing other things. So I would just back out of that situation for tonight. Next week looks like there's room for growth and transformation happening next week, but the timing may be a little bit sticky. Things tend to move forward in this relationship later on in the week. So the beginning of the week may be a little bit slow. T Event, what's going on with J and C in love? Well, they look like they may be having some arguments, and things are not changing for the better quickly. They may feel hmm, like they don't have good karma. They may be having a rough time. Thing is that it does look like they work things out because there's success and good luck coming in, but they may be having a rough time right now. Um, Jay, my grandma passed away tonight, possible from COVID. How's she doing in the afterlife? Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, they're definitely going to say it's COVID. But if she had something else that maybe complicated it, let's see. How's she doing in the afterlife? I don't really know exactly how it works when you cross over. Do you cross over immediately? Do you already know what happens? I'll have to ask Lori. I'm going to talk to her sometime um, next week. I want to see what she says, because I don't know how that works. Like, I felt my grandfather around me so strongly when he first passed, but I don't feel him often. Like now I'll have moments where I feel him, But I kind of wonder if, did I really feel him around me when he first passed, or was I just in such grief that that's the way my brain was processing it? It's another good question I should ask, because like I felt like he was standing behind me always, but he died suddenly out of the blue, and it was a real shocker, and it was awful. Well, she looks like she's doing really well. She's got the Nine of Cups. She's got some luck. She's no longer, she's like, I'm not waiting around for my ship to come in. Um, she feels peaceful, serene. Yeah, it looks good for her. I don't, like I said, I don't know how it works, but I remember somebody told me, the woman that reads my cards, that's been reading me for years, said that when you go over to the other side, it's like all the petty bullshit that bothered you here, that all goes away. Like when you get over there, it's like you don't think about it anymore. It's not part of your everyday whatever. And it was and the reason why she told me was because she was saying something that my mother was saying, and she was like, usually they don't talk like that. But my mother, Scorpio, she was just telling us how she felt about something. Anyway, I'm sorry for your loss. Uh, I wish that I could feel like death isn't an end, like I hear a lot of people say it's just a shift in energy and that person's still around. But to me, I still feel like it's incredibly sad. And I feel like the older that we get and the more people that we lose, it makes it even worse, you know? Anyhow, Kiki. Who is Shauna? Is it Zach's partner? She texted me. Okay, let's see. Is it Zach's partner? Um, I don't think that she's Zach's partner. She could be connected to him. Would it be possible that she's his roommate? I don't think that they're in a relationship together. What did she say to you? You didn't ask who she was? Let me see if I can get anything else. Could it be somebody that you know through work or through school? Because you got the Eight of Pentacles here. I hope that you text her back and ask her. I don't think that she's Zach's partner. I'm not convinced that she's not a friend or a roommate or something like that, but I don't think that she's with him. Oh, Vicky, I totally agree with that. Um, I had this conversation, and then like the other person got mad at me, and they said that I didn't know anything about animals, which maybe I don't. But I said, this is what I said. I said, if you like, it's gonna sound terrible, but and I don't want to give men the okay to be like this because I don't think that it's right. But like, if we look at nature, there are very few animals that stay with their partners, like ducks, I think, do, lobsters, but I don't think that there's all that many. Most animals, like the male comes along, gets the female pregnant, and then wanders off to God knows to who's next, and then the female one takes care of the children. And I don't, it's like, I don't know, maybe biologically that's how they're programmed. They do look at sex differently, but it's not like, I don't know. I mean, I can't, I don't even want to date someone. I don't even want to go out for coffee with someone if I'm not interested in them. But guys seem to find most women attractive. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, some of the things that I've heard about, like some people that I like, young kids that I worked with at A&P that were like 18, 19, 20 years old. There was a woman who worked in the shopping center, and she was a little bit heavy. She was a nice looking woman, but she was like 45. They were like 18. She was like, had 5 children. She was a little bit bigger of a woman, and they thought that I'm like, they just, everybody, I'm like, that she's like 45. They're like, oh yeah, she's fucking hot. I'm like, these guys think, somebody was like, following this woman down the aisle. I'm like, that woman is like legit 60 years old. I'm like, and oh yeah, but for an older woman, I'm like, what? I mean, you're 17. So I don't know. I don't know if we're just like programmed, and like society makes us think. I mean, society is just, it instills really shitty things in us from a very young age. And I think that, and then growing up, like you think that, oh, I'm going to get the glass slipper, and he's going to only find me attractive and I'm going to be the princess. And that doesn't happen. But I feel like if we just try to look at, and this, so anyway, why I say, well, in nature, like the bears, the mama bear takes care of the cubs, and then like this person was like, well, you don't know anything about biology, you don't know anything about um, animals, and I'm like, well, I don't know many. Or the seahorse, I know that the seahorse, the father carries the children and shoots them out of the sack, but otherwise, I mean, you, like puppies, kittens, they're with their mother. And where's the father? And I hate to say it, but it's like I feel like they're just programmed a little bit differently. They think differently. Their brains work differently. Most of the time, their brains don't work at all. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah, it's a challenge. T-Vet love reading. Okay, when it comes to love, you may be feeling as if you're waiting for your ship to come in, but you've got, or like maybe things are moving forward slowly, but you've got plenty of options around you. You've got somebody coming in here that's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, that's going to be showing you a lot of respect and putting into the relationship what you put in. That could make you feel like, hey, I've made it to the top of the mountain. I have some choices. Got a fire sign coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And then you may be feeling a little bit more successful as we move into the month. There's a Leo around you that could be of significance. You also could have a new love interest that comes in that might be a Scorpio. Overall, you have growth and transformation coming in around your love life over the next, I don't know, month or so, month to 6 weeks. Kiki, generals for myself. You've got cause for celebration coming in. You've got choices coming in. You've got your intuition being heightened. It also looks like you may have some money coming into you when you got the Ten of Pentacles here. Three of Pentacles could be a business relationship with deep roots that's long lasting. And the Hangman's in reverse, so you should be feeling like life is moving forward. Mariana, boyfriend's energies towards me this month. Well, he may be a little bit concerned about money with the Five of Pentacles, so that could be, um, not that it's bad. It just it may affect your relationship with him or whatever. It may be something noticeable that he's stressed out about. Um, and he may be overthinking or thinking about things a lot with the Four of Cups. Energy is not bad. It just doesn't look like things move forward. It looks like things stay the way they are right now. You might be feeling a little disappointed with the relationship. And not everyone crosses over immediately. Where do they go? Do they, is that like when you have like a disembodied spirit that doesn't want to leave the house or doesn't want to leave the area because they don't know that they're gone? Um, CC, general love for the rest of the month. But but why was she texting you, Kiki? She's a liar. Yeah, I don't believe that either. But what did she reach out to you for? You're prepared for love. You're prepared and you want successful love. That's what the goal is here. But I don't know, the Ace of Cups is in reverse. You may not be getting the whole enchilada just yet. And you may feel like you put in more to this relationship than you're getting out of it, which you may at some point decide that you want to walk away from it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, it looks like things move forward, but they may not be moving forward as fast as you want them to, or it could be kind of hit or miss. Lydia, I haven't heard from Obed 3 days. He was a no-show. Oh, boy. All right, let's see what's going on. Yeah, that's very suspicious because why should she block you? She reached out to you. Okay, what's going on with Obed? You should hear from him. Starting a new journey. The Lover's card is here. Long-term potential is here. Are you sure that you had a definite date and this wasn't just some kind of miscommunication? You should hear from him out of the blue, like any moment. I'm going to say before the end of the weekend, you should hear from him. That's very strange that he would not show up for the date and you not hear from him. I'm wondering if he thought that, excuse me, like it was a hypothetical, or, maybe we will, maybe we'll go for lunch tomorrow, and he didn't really, like it wasn't really set in stone. I would be very surprised if he deliberately blew you off. Kiki, how is Zach feeling currently? He feels like he's got bad timing around him, or he feels like he's got a lot to do and not enough time to get it done in. But he's going to get everything done, and cause for celebration comes in. You may be hearing from him soon, and things can move forward quickly. Um, he may be a little stressed right now. I don't know, is he in school? Maybe he's got to finish things up. Sepia General. Intuition is heightened. Listen to your intuition. You could be spending time with a Cancer. You may also be spending time with a Pisces. You have the Ten of Pentacles, so money should be on its way to you, and a business relationship or a side business that has long-term potential and is very well balanced. It also looks like you have a Capricorn around that could be of significance, and life starts to move forward, not feeling so stuck in the mud with the Hanged Man. There may be a side business that you're working on. Got good karma coming in around that, and you have financial stability coming in around that. I would put free time, I would put it into that side business or a side gig or whatever it is. Sepia love. You've got a wish around love, put it out into the universe. Starting a new journey is on the horizon. You got a couple of people here that show up. Capricorn, you've got an Aquarius. Oh, good. Excuse me. You have long-term potential around the next relationship. Listen to your intuition. I know that you do, but your intuition is spot on. You've got a Libra here, and you have a Cancer here. A wish around love. Put it out into the universe. These people better start showing up. I mean, I don't know if you have anybody else around you that's of significance or of interest that could be any of these signs. It also could be, I hate to say this, people around that haven't stepped out of the woodwork yet, like you haven't noticed them yet. So maybe they're on their way. You know, they could be people that they're in your life and you haven't noticed them. That's really annoying when that happens, but it's happened to me before. That's why I say that. Like, especially when I was working at A&P, like there would be no, I would be like, there's nobody around me. There's nobody around me. And she would say, maybe he's in your everyday life and you haven't noticed him yet. And I was like, there's nobody. And then I was somebody that I worked with. And I was like, oh, I can't even believe this. Like he was here the whole time, whatever. But it's frustrating when that happens. But at least when that happens, it's like, okay, well, at least now I know why somebody was showing up. Sepia career. Got another new journey. Starting a new journey, possibly going back to school, learning an area of study, or it could be on-the-job training. It could happen out of the blue, and you may be getting paid better or better compensated, and you pay off a debt or a loan. Feeling like the hard work that you've put out into your career is coming back to you. You might even have choices. You may have more than one job opportunity coming up. Sepia, Rommel, and me and Rommel. Man, what is wrong with me? Well, today was kind of a crazy day. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Comes around with success and passion, and you should be feeling like the world is at your feet. Love cup is full. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. And then me and Derek. Well, you might be putting it in its place. You like for yourself emotionally. Like you may be coming to terms with things, feeling like you know what, I'm past this. I'm not no longer holding myself back. You let him do whatever he wants to do. I don't give a shit. And then he may be feeling out of balance. So you could be turning a corner where you're feeling like, you know what, I'm not going backwards, I'm moving forward, and he may be trying to reconnect with you. You might not, he might get disappointed. Good, that's what I hope. Um, Gia, will I be successful after nursing school? You will be. Yep. Jay, did I catch COVID at the nursing home? Oh, God. The COVID patients, I don't believe they should be in a nursing home. I think they should be in a hospital. I don't think you did. I don't think you did, but I know that it's going to sound crazy, but I would just tell you to up your vitamin D and your zinc and eat a lot of garlic. I know it sounds crazy, but garlic is antiviral, and I really believe that it helps. I feel like it helps fight off viruses and colds and shit. Um, if you can eat it raw, I know it's a tough one. If you can't eat it raw, roast it. Roast it and put it on bread. Um, vitamin D, I know I've been hearing things about vitamin D and zinc. I've also heard to stay away from elderberry. I don't know how true that is, but stay away from it just to be safe. And then you know what's good for a virus? Yeah, this is why I don't understand why we're not. I feel like hot yoga should be open like 24/7 because you sweat viruses out. And it's so hot in that room that nothing can really live. It dies. I mean, if we could get sick from being in that room, we would be sick constantly because we're in there constantly. And I mean, some of the classes, I mean, I used to have classes that had 60 people in it. That's a lot of people. If somebody in there is sick and you were going to get catch it, you would catch it. We would be sick all the time. So I feel like sweating, you know, or if you can't get to hot yoga, you can sit go to a sauna or something like that, a spa. I don't even know if they're open. I don't know what state you're in, but I feel like COVID patients should be in a hospital when they're elderly like that and they need to be in a nursing home because I feel like they could just spread it to the next. Isn't that what happened here in New York? I don't know. I think you're okay, but it can't hurt to be cautious and to quarantine yourself or go take a test, put your mind at ease. But Kiki, how did you get your phone number? Cece, is M coming back for the reunion? Okay, let's see. Is M coming back for the reunion? His intentions are to come back from the for the reunion. Hopefully, nothing screws that up with this virus. But if things go the way they are now, yes, he's coming back for the reunion. Kiki, how will I feel if I go on this date tomorrow? Oh, you're not interested. Mm. You know, I hate to say this because it sounds like you're using people, right, to give this advice, but you know what? It works both ways. Just going out and giving somebody a chance. Let me preface it with I probably would never do this. My mom used to get so mad at me. She used to be like, "You don't have to marry him, but can you go have coffee?" Anyway, um, it works both ways energetically, so that's why I don't feel bad saying it. But just the energy of going out and giving somebody attention takes your mind off of other people, places, and things. And the energy of one person being around you, like one date can bring in like three or four other dates. Um, so I think that it's helpful in that respect. So it seems like would be using this person just to have a date, but it works for the other person as well. Because, like, the other person is there with you, so the same thing goes for them. So if you're not really into them, that's okay because they could get more dates from you. You know what I mean? Like, energetically speaking. You might not have a bad time. Listen to your intuition. The love cup here is full, so you may not have a bad time. It may be better than you think. I would give it a chance. Empress. Has Sierra met anyone that she feels like is a better match for her and sees potential compared to my brother? Okay, let's see. Mm, I don't think she's met anyone else. No. There's nothing significant, no. Sepia. Why haven't I heard from Rommel as of yet? Okay. I'm really shocked. I don't know when the last time was that you spoke to him, but according to these cards, he should be coming around. The only thing I can say is that if it's a different water sign that's coming in, because I mean, it looks like he's showing up. You got a wish around love, and you got the Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. What it does show around him is that he's been feeling very negative. He's also been a little bit anxious about something, or he just may have anxiety in general. Maybe that's what's holding him back. He's maybe a little bit worried about money too with the Five of Pentacles. And you might just have to have a little bit of patience with him. But this is going on a long time now. So I don't know how you feel about reaching out to him. That's up to you. That's up to you if you want to reach out to him. See if you can get the communication started. I don't understand why people act like this, but this is so common. It happens all the time. The thing is that we keep seeing water signs showing up. So if it's not him, it's got to be somebody else that's coming in, and it has to be happening relatively soon. It's been showing for a while now. It's very frustrating, yeah. Um, when things are showing and then it's not happening, and or like sometimes, like I said, like things. Sometimes you think it's one thing. Like I told you about the guy from um, the vendor from the store. Like we really thought that it was him when he was around because that's like he. I would talk to him and I thought he was cute and I thought he was funny. Like I always they gotta make me laugh, otherwise I don't want to be bothered. But and we really thought it was him and like physically, I guess they're probably like the same size, but one had very dark hair and dark eyes, and Avery's dad is light. but it does make a difference. The point was is that at the moment, the woman that reads my card, she's like, it has to be him because it's tied to the store, and there was nobody else. I'm not the kind of person that ever has any like, I don't have people around me, like there's always one person and that's it. Like I just don't have a lot around me. I never did, um, which is odd because I'm a Gemini rising, but whatever. Um, so she kept saying, "Oh, well, it must be him," and then he disappeared. And he disappeared. It was like around Halloween, and I didn't meet Avery's dad until February. So that's a long time. And I'm like, you said that guy was coming back. And I'm like, where is he? I don't know what sign he was. I don't know if she was talking in signs. She doesn't usually talk in signs. Like she doesn't usually bring up signs. She also doesn't use tarot cards. She uses playing cards. But whatever. New chapter. What does the future hold for me and Philip when we finally meet? And then you know what she always says to me too. You really get fucking pissed. Well, I'll be like, well, I'll say something like, well, I can't believe this is how it ends, or I'll say like, or I've said that in the past. Like, is this where it's gonna end? Um, this is only part of the story. This isn't the end of the story or something, and I just get so mad. I get so mad. This is a chapter. This isn't the end. What does the future hold for Philip when we finally meet? Okay, Philip and I when we finally meet. Well, it looks good. It looks like you finally feel like you've made it to the top of the mountain and things start to move forward. It looks like he puts in a lot of effort. You got the Six of Pentacles, which would be two people that are putting in a lot of, they're putting in as much as they're getting out. And then the Happiness card. I don't see a ton of love yet, but it might not be there yet. It might take time for that to happen. But it's heading down the right road. So yeah, I think that things will move forward once you finally meet. Jay Allen love reading. You got a water sign around you that's got long-term potential: Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have an earth sign: Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. You're heading towards all 10 cups being full, and you're definitely moving on to greener pastures. Like life is starting to move forward. So if you've been feeling stuck and frustrated, things should start to change for you. Cinnamon toast. What is the meaning of the intense connection that I have with him? Well, interesting. You got the choices card. So that would indicate that you're going to have choices, or that you have choices around you. I don't know who this is that you're talking about, or what the relationship is, or what exactly is going on. But the cards indicate that there's choices around you, or it's showing you that there are choices. And that you should start to feel like the hard work that you've put out into the universe is coming back to you. Very interesting. Life is changing for the better quickly. Um, yeah, you're going to have more choices other than just him. Very interesting if you feel an intense connection. But sometimes, you know, I had this conversation once, and this is like a really bitter pill to swallow. And it was about a relationship that I had been in off and on for like 100 years. And it was, I mean, it had very intense moments, and I really felt one way about it. Like I thought that, oh, like there could be nothing like this ever again. Like that, I don't know. I just felt so connected to this person, and looking back on it, it wasn't as great as I thought it was. But it was somebody that read for me, and it wasn't my normal person. It was somebody else that I spoke to. He said that not all these intense connections are lead us to where we're supposed to be, and sometimes the lessons are in learning that intensity. And he said, and this is also, I don't like this either, that sometimes they don't work out as planned, and the ones that aren't so intense are the ones that work out. That always reminds me of like when people are like, well, he's with a karmic. And I'm like, well, how do you even know that he's with a karmic? Like, how do we really don't know, right? And sometimes those relationships aren't so bad because they're not so intense and up and down and backwards and forwards. So just be careful. Like, I always like think the older I get, stay a little cautious because sometimes like you could have crazy deep feelings and like think that one thing is going to happen, and then all of a sudden you realize that this person is not who they pretended they were, or you see their true colors, and it's like it can be very devastating. But I guess I think that that's the disappointment that we get with the so-called soulmate connections. Just because someone's a soulmate or just because things are intense doesn't always mean that we get happily ever after. And sometimes they're very hard, they're very difficult, and they're very painful. And I think that that's what gets left out all the time. You know, everyone's always 11:11. Like, how many times do you see somebody fucking post a picture of their cell phone? It's 11:11. Okay, but what does that mean? Okay, and what angels are watching, and what happens? You know, like like what's happened? Or people will be like, well, I saw a sign, and I'm like, yeah, and what did that sign tell you, and what happened? Like, let's stay realistic, right? So I would just say, be careful of anything that's too intense. You know, because sometimes that can be a little explosive. Just be careful with it. Keep one foot on the ground. You have to get a vaccine to get the stimulus. They can keep that money. I don't want it. Oh my God. I don't trust, I just don't trust it, anything. I just don't trust anything. Jesus. Beautiful one, love. It looks like you've got a love connection coming in, possibly with an earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn. It looks like your intuition is heightened, so listen to it. It also looks like you have the magician here, so you can pretty much manifest the type of person that you want, put out into the universal qualities that you want, and you should be connecting in a committed relationship soon. Or it's on the horizon. Lila, what's DS think of me? Thinks you're creative, well prepared, Deep, a little bit mysterious, attractive, kind, caring, strong, sincere, and honest. Caribbean, love reading. Love cup is full. You have a wish around love, put it out into the universe. Next relationship could have long term potential. If you're in a relationship now, long term potential, spiritual connection. Nine of Cups, you got a wish, put it out into the universe. You're no longer feeling like you're holding yourself back, you're moving forward. You are moving forward in your love life. Got a Sagittarius here that may be significant. You also have a Taurus. Uh, Vicky, if I friend request again a friend from the past, will they confirm it or decline it? Okay. I think that they decline it. Um, yeah, the energy around the situation isn't great right now. I personally, I wouldn't do it, but if you do it, you may get disappointed, or they may just not do anything and just leave it there. Um, hmm, where are we? Here. Mm. How about Malika? General reading for Malika. Got strength coming in around you. You have strength coming in around you, and you also have a new journey, starting a new journey. Maybe going back to school or learning a new area of study. Um, Sun card, got happiness coming in. You also have some good karma coming back to you. If you're not with anyone right now, if you're not dating anyone, you have a Sagittarius, and you also have a Libra coming in. It could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and that makes you feel relief. Moving forward, you're being guided by the divine with the Judgment card. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, really? Thank you, Brandy. It's been a long, crazy day. I'm surprised it's even still on. Nav, Ammon and I for the rest of December. Well, it looks like it's slow moving. Knight of Cups. If you have a wish around the situation, that you may be feeling like you're not getting your wish. There's also a demon here. So you got a demon here that's interfering with this situation. It could be any kind of earthly pleasure, or it could be anything that interferes with the relationship. Friends, family, somebody else, drinking too much, working too much, but something is interfering with this situation. And it looks like he feels very undecided. He's got the Two of Swords in reverse. I don't think things are moving forward. Things are probably going to stay where they are this month. Elsa, love for the next 3 months. All right, what's going on here for Elsa? Well, you got some good karma coming to you, which is nice with the Justice card. If you're not with anyone right now, you do have a Libra coming in. You also have another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling like you're waiting for your ship to come in, that's going to move into the past. You're going to feel like finally things are moving forward for me. Moving on to greener pastures. Love cup is full in the next 3 months. Got some good luck coming in. I think you're going to move forward with some new energy. Jay. Did my grandma know that I came to visit her today before she died? And if so, how'd she feel? I'm sure she knew. I'm sure she knew. And I'm sure she was happy about it. When my mom died, it was so bizarre. Like it happened so fast. It's like nothing in my life ever happens fast, but that happened fast. But that was a good thing because you don't want to see that drag out any longer than it has to. But the day that she died, they were telling us that she died October 14th. Um, she'll probably make it through the holidays, and that we were going to have her put into hospice that night, which she died that night. She never went to hospice. She died in the hospital. But she was like, she wasn't like in a coma because like she was like trying to talk. Like I know she knew that we were there. I know she did. And it was very strange because she wouldn't die while we were there. Like as soon as not as soon as we left, but a couple of hours after we left, she died. Did my grandma know that I came to visit her today? I'm sure she knew. Yeah, and I'm sure she was thrilled. It's Empress, love, money, abundance. Yes, she was thrilled. It's such a funny thing. When my grandmother got sick, she didn't want us to know. How do you like that? Talk about a sad story. She she's another one that died fast. She got sick August. She died in October. She died October 9th, my mom the 14th. My father was turning 60. So they planned a surprise party for him. And her birthday was September 2nd, and his is the 7th. So we were going down there as a surprise party. My father's really like clever. Like it's hard to pull the wool over his eyes, but we did it. We did it. Anyway, my grandmother was sick. She didn't tell anybody. Um, but I knew there was something wrong. This is going to sound really crazy, but I feel like I can smell cancer. I don't know if it's in my head or what, but I don't know. I just felt it like because my mom died years before, but I knew it. I knew that I didn't know that that was going to be the last time that I saw her. I didn't know that she was that sick, but I knew something was wrong. And I was on the phone with one of my friends and I was telling her, I'm like, there's something wrong with my grandmother. Anyway, so she had us come down there for my father's birthday, and I called her on her birthday to wish her a happy birthday. She was with my father, and she was afraid that I was gonna say something about the party. So she was like, "Oh, I'm good. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, I'll talk to you. Like, goodbye." I was like, my grandmother just hung up on me. Anyhow, so she knew that she was dying, and when we left after the party, um, she told my father and my uncle that she was dying, and she told them not to tell. She said, "Don't tell the kids," and they were like, "We have to. What am I going to do? Just call them up one day and say Grandma's dead?" But that was the last time that I spoke to her. She didn't want us to know. She didn't want us to cry. She didn't want us to know. And I tried calling, and I think she may have been in the hospital though. I left Florida in September. She died in October. Like it was only a couple of weeks later. Anyway, everybody's different. I don't know what's worse. Being there, not being there, knowing, not knowing. It just sucks no matter how you cut the cake. It sucks. TD, anything positive coming my way? Yeah, you do. You've got, first of all, you may be learning a new area of study, possibly going back to school for something, which is positive. Excuse me, you got some good karma coming in. You also have a love connection coming in, possibly with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also looks like you may be focused on work or a business endeavor. Got some nice stuff happening. Marianne, any good news coming this week in my life? Okay. Any good news? Intuition is heightened, so please listen to it. You may have some success coming in around a business or work endeavor, feeling like the hard work you've put into your career, job, school, whatever it is you do all day is coming back to you. You have happiness coming in over your life this week. There may be good news regarding work or school. Yeah. New Me weekend reading. This weekend, well, not bad. It's like starting a new journey. Maybe some spontaneity comes in. There may be some nice stuff happening around work or business or money. So the Ten of Pentacles, money comes in. Six of Pentacles, getting respect. Three of Pentacles, long-term business relationship with deep roots. Starts to move forward pretty quickly with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Happiness comes out over your life. Your intuition is heightened. And you have a wish, put it out into the universe. This weekend should be pretty decent. Anjali, December reading, what's coming for me? Anything good? Okay, let's see. Anything good coming for Anjali? Anything good? Anything good coming in here? Life changes for the better for you quickly. Ooh. It also looks like you could have a new love interest coming in. Possibly a creative person, someone who's got a creative hobby or a creative job. They seem very well balanced. You've got money coming to you. Ten of Pentacles. You could have a new job opportunity yourself. And it looks like you've got the sun. It's in reverse, but the sun is still positive. Happiness is coming in for you this December. It may take time. It may be slow and steady. It may not be till the end of the month, but happiness is coming in. Ina, general for this weekend. Got choices coming in this weekend. Seven of Cups. Got some choices. Intuition is heightened, and you got some good luck coming in. There also may be an Aries that enters that could be of significance. Anybody else here that I haven't answered for? I wonder if this would be better if I put the light down here. Nah, it's fine. Oh, I almost tore down the thing. Can't leave things alone. Gotta touch everything. Oh, I skipped Mariana? Oh, Mariana, R's feelings towards me. Okay. Thinks that you're kind, caring, nurturing, hardworking, successful. Thinks that you're um, loving, nurturing, stable, attractive, and spontaneous. T. Yvette, what are T's intentions moving forwards? His intentions are to move the relationship forward with the Knight of Cups. It's a love interest. Um, yeah, and you may feel like you make it to the top of the mountain. Yeah, he may put in some good effort. Success around the situation. Anybody else that I didn't get to? Right, why don't I do the moderators? I think I pretty much got to everyone. Is there anyone here that I haven't answered for? Oh, maybe I'll put up sales for the weekend. Maybe I'll do that tonight. Krista, what is Jay's current energy towards me? Okay. Energy is good. 10 of Cups. That's good energy. Like all 10 cups are full. Loving, kind, caring energy with the Queen. Queen of Cups. Ooh. Oh, I keep yawning. Oh, good night, Jay. I'm very sorry again for your loss. Zara, what can I expect from Macus the Aquarius? Still no contact, and I'm not going to bother him, okay? You'll hear from him, though he'll reach out to you. Thing is that it's like, once again, it's showing like you're going to have choices. And if he doesn't step up to the plate, there's a water sign around you that you may move forward with, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Seven of Cups brings in choices. The thing is like, I feel like this guy's going to be promising things that he can't fulfill. It keeps showing like, there could be a third party that's interfering in this situation. Or that he can't fulfill the promises. You might decide that he's not the one for you, and you could move on with the water sign if a water sign shows up, which I think is what's going to happen. Let's see what happens. If you don't reach out to him, you'll hear from him. Mel, updated finances. You may be feeling a little bit burdened right now, or you may be feeling a little out of balance, but that should change When it comes to finances, you got money coming in and strength coming in around your finances. If you've recently had to, I don't know, pay for something or feel like money's a little bit tight, that's going to change. It's moving into the past. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The hard work you've put into career or finances or whatever is starting to come back to you now. And the world is at your feet. You got money coming. Or getting approved for something if you need to get approved for something, or something works out financially for the better for you. Oh, I didn't real. I thought that he was in the middle of a divorce, but you know what? The COVID thing could be holding the divorce up. That's the whole. Like COVID's like throwing. It's like holding everything up. How about this? How do you like this? So I have to go over to my brother's house today to help the kids with their schools are closed for a couple of weeks. Who the hell knows how long? So the older one is doing his work, and he's fine. Like he knows how to get into everything. I don't really know how to do it, so the older one helps the younger one sign in. Gym class. Gym class. The guy comes on and he takes attendance, and then he says, okay, so for gym class, go outside and play. That's what the teacher does. Go outside and play. Okay, so now the 5-year-old says to me, no, we gotta go outside and play. I'm like, we're not going outside and playing. He's like, but it's my assignment. Oh, I got Johnny, right? And then I got Avery, and I don't have a stroller with me. What am I going to do outside with this kid? So I said, no, we're going to do yoga in here. This is, and he's like, my teacher said, and I'm like, listen, we're going to do yoga in here right now. That's good. But can you imagine? Like, this is, and you know, it's one thing for like the parents that can work from home or they can make arrangements. But what about parents that can't, you know? I mean, or there's nobody there for the kids. I mean, he's 5. And then he got nervous because he couldn't find his one paper. And he was like, I give him my dictation paper. Meanwhile, I'm like, what's a dictation paper? I don't know. But I could see what the teacher had. And I found it. But I'm like, this is crazy. Anyhow, Brandy, how does T really feel about me? Um, thinks that you're compassionate, kind, caring, attractive, intelligent, intuitive, hardworking, well prepared, and successful, or that you have a lot of potential, or you have potential for great success. Is Sepia still here? Maybe Sepia signed off. She left? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to go. I will be on tomorrow at some point. I will see you all then. And if anybody needs anything, feel free to email me. Um, Thank you all and have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys.